We live in an experience economy. People are purchasing experiences more than physical products. We have the potential to design quality experiences that exceed the expectations of our customers. This can be done by applying the experience design process in our work. Experience design is an iterative process that is human-centered and biased toward action. As you create experiences with our customers in mind, there will be a lot of trial and error, and your first try may not be your best. This might sound intimidating, but as a designer, you can't be intimidated. The first step in experience design is to empathize with our customers, the end users of the experience. It is important to find what their needs are and to put yourself fully in their shoes. The goal is to find the problem that will be solved through the experience. Because experience design is human-centered, this stage is arguably one of the most important. The ultimate goal of any experience you design should be to get certain reactions out of the customers. This is why it is so important for us as experience designers to connect with our customers as we design. Remember, experience design is all about finding problems to solve. It isn't about the problems you think exist, but rather what problems you find our customers are struggling with. Connecting with our customers by gathering empathetic data will help you find these problems. The next stage is to define. In this stage, you review the empathy data you gathered to find what problem you are going to solve. When you define the problem, you should do it in a way that is broad enough you can come up with creative ideas for the experience, but narrow enough you can create an experience that solves this need. After analyzing the information gained while empathizing, you want to state the problem clearly. To do this, create a point of view statement that includes our end user, their need, and an insight. It will be important to refer to this point of view statement as you create the experience. Remember, this stage is not yet about solving the problem, rather it establishes the overarching goal for the experience. The way you define a problem shapes the way an experience is run. So focus on creating a good definition for the problem, and there will be plenty of time for solving it later. Third, you are going to ideate. In order for the ideation stage to be successful, you need to let your creativity loose. You may not think this now, but creativity is something that is inherent in everyone. Once you believe that, you can execute your natural creativity and become more confident in it. Ideation is best done in group settings, so it is important to know you are in a safe space to share any and all ideas. As you and your team discuss various ideas, be careful not to bring anyone down. The language you use within your team matters to help keep the flow of ideas constant. Now, how to ideate. First, diverge. Come up with as many wild ideas as possible. Think big. Diverging can be done by posting stickies or brainstorming. You will then converge and decide which ideas are the most relevant. These will be the ideas you bring with you to the next stage, which is prototyping. The idea of prototyping is to bring your ideas to life in a tangible way. You can do this by making things out of paper, visualizing, or my favorite, build with Lego. Many people get hung up in this stage because they think they need to spend a lot of time or money on a prototype. The trick here, though, is to just start. Getting started right away builds your creative confidence and allows more time for improvement. Failing is an inescapable aspect of experience design. An experience map is helpful when prototyping. Experience maps are basically an outline of the experience. They include what reaction you hope to get out of each phase. They also show contributing elements that will make the experience possible. Experience maps help you stay focused on your point of view. Finally, the testing stage. The idea of the testing stage is to test your prototype. This test will not be the same as your final experience, but you want to try to test your prototype in the same setting and context as your final experience will be. The ultimate purpose of the testing phase is to answer questions you still have about the end user, your point of view statement, and/or your prototype. You want to get these questions answered so you know what to go back and fix before you bring the experience out into the real world. Receiving feedback will be essential as you test your prototype. Collect it by observing, doing a follow-up survey, or in some other unobtrusive manner during the test. The feedback from your testers will help you know what aspects of your experience worked and what still needs to be improved. The experience design process is cyclical, so once you finish your test, you are probably not done. You may go back after finishing your first test and change your entire point of view statement. The beauty of this process, though, is that it is loose and flexible. Remember, it is okay to fail here. As we use the experience design process in our work, we will be able to improve our customers' experiences because we will better adapt to their needs and solve the problems they face. Creativity is an essential skill to have, and the great thing is, you already have it. Now that you know you already have the skills and assets you need to help create better customer experiences, you now just need to apply them to the experience design process. Now is your time to discover the creativity that lies within you and bring it to your team. I can't wait to see what you come up with.